Just days before our event, the University Health and Safety Department decided that the risks associated with the potential damage to the cars were far too high to permit a charity car wash event. The manager of the university gym had also outrightly refused to loan us exercise bikes for the library bike ride, although colleagues had approved this initially. We were now relying on just one approved event. Morale was low and members were understandably demotivated. However, we were optimistic and together we managed to formulate a Tree of Life event in the library which already had a booked slot and approved risk assessment. The reasons behind the abrupt cancellation of two of our events were inefficient stakeholder management and individualistic work patterns. Gym staff are in the keep satisfied quadrant rather than the manage closely. Better management of the gym as providers would have seen us identify the relevant person in the position of power to approve and disapprove the loaning of bikes. Although the Health and Safety Department were listed as connected stakeholders, this method of mapping is too descriptive. Had the quadrant method had been adopted, health and safety managers would have been identified as stakeholders to be managed closely due to their power, and consequently we would have been able to concentrate our efforts on managing them and getting their approval and disapproval earlier, rather than just having a general awareness as demonstrated in this model. Our clients, Aston Gym and Aston Health and Safety Department, held the most power as they were able to terminate our events early. This highlights the importance of the client-consultant relationship. As consultants, we should have managed these stakeholders well from the initiation of the process and through thorough intervention identified the persons with key influence to avoid cancellation. These hypotheses are easy to say in hindsight, but in reality, the relationships between the team members and our clients were consistently changing, especially in terms of the balance of power. For example, upon the initial meeting with the gym, the respective people were willing to participate in the event. However, closer to the date, the perspective of the manager had changed to be completely unwilling. Intuitively, we follow the stages of the OODA loop to overcome these challenges and realign our group dynamic. This is a powerful tool that allowed us to transition quickly from a period of disappointment to one of productivity. I have learned from this experience that the client-consultant relationship needs to be managed intently in the identification of key stakeholders. I have also learned the impact of bureaucracy in organisations and how this can affect performance. I think the team demonstrated resilience again by overcoming the challenges with an optimistic attitude. Although the group dynamic was affected by external factors and could have intensified tackle and storming stage if we were unable to accept group responsibility for our faults, we worked unitedly to come up with a new event and move into the norming stage. This demonstrated the level of commitment that existed within the group, which made me a proud member. The fact that we work so well collectively as a team makes me think that in the future, although sub-teams and personal accountability are important, there should always be a collective effort.